Hello there everybody, Sublime92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Rose Guns Day Season 2. Well, in the last episode we learned a little bit more about Miguel. I kind of understand Amanda a little bit more, and I can kind of understand why. She's if it's true, she's painting herself to be a villain specifically to boost the faith in Rose, while also protecting Primavera in her own, really, not the best way. Again, this is on the idea that, she's actually being, making herself to appear to be the villain. Now then. Oh, this video may not be as long. Very long workday. In front of the City 23 occupying forces headquarters, many cases of money were being carried out of a line of money transport trucks, surrounded by black cars. Oh yeah, we're doing this! One by one, these were carried into a corner of the conference room. Butler's subordinates were opening them up and counting each and every stack of bills. You certainly are cautious. Do I look like a man who would try to fool you? This is the check that we haven't been fooled. Oh, by the way, I think I already brought this up earlier. I am gonna start going with a deeper, Tagami voice to be Butler. Make him sound a little less, pompous. And also to check that you haven't been fooled. Oh, you dare to say that, do you? The other day he had executed some high-ranking members of his organization that had betrayed them. That incident might have reached Butler's ears.
Captain, we finished counting the bills. There were no mistakes. There's exactly 50 million in there.
50 million? Not 100 million.
Yes, 50 million.
Caleb, it looks like your second half is late in arriving here. If you're lacking in manpower, my subordinates could lend a hand.
No, this is all of it. All for today, that is.
And what does that mean?
We've shown our sincerity. Our point on that is it's time for you to show yours. Next, we would like to see you take action. Tangible action towards giving us the special offers window. Capiche?
We did agree that such would happen after you prepared 100 million, didn't we?
Butler, don't underestimate the Japanese so much. If you take action, we can see. I'll take action and you can see by bringing in the rest of the money. Basically meeting halfway, you get what I mean? If you're asking for proof that we have the remainder, I can show just you specially. Though of course you'll have to be blindfolded and guided there.
You don't trust me at all, do you?
We're dealing on an even footing. Don't look down on me too much.
Half. Yes. They've only brought in 50 million. But they say they'll pay the other half once we've shown some sort of action.
I wonder if he really has that other 50 million.
He isn't a man capable of bluffing like that. I think you can be sure he has it.
What do you think, gentlemen? There's no need to panic, is there?
We'll probably have to give up on the remaining 50 million, but it should be easy to pull on the other half. Everyone, please don't take Caleb too lightly. It may only be half, but Caleb has already played his trump card. Please remember that we don't know what might happen if Caleb is made in the least bit suspicious. Don't forget that the Japanese are a race who choose death over surrender, and who prefer to strike out at the enemy even at the cost of their own lives.
Even greed should be handled in moderation. However, going by what Butler says, we still qualify as overly greedy.
Oh no, that's just the secret to long life and success.
At any rate, Mr. Caleb has shown us a splendid performance. Our hearts have been sufficiently moved by his 50 million. Why don't we welcome him as our new partner?
Ah, shit. When the Director General slowly clapped his hands, it spread on the other officers and a light applause broke out.
Captain, have you made arrangements for seeing our guest off? You'll give Mr. Caleb a fitting send-off for our new partner, won't you?
Have no fear. I've already prepared an army honor gone to see him off. Ah, that's a problem. A pair of binoculars was looking down at the front of the occupying forces headquarters. An officer, one of Butler's subordinates, came into their field of vision. Then, he kicked at the ground 3 times.
If we see the signal, we're go. Repeat, we are go.
American snipers were positioned on rooftops and bell towers overlooking the front of the headquarters. Oh!
Target has appeared, escorted by Captain Butler. If the captain drops his glove, shoot. Hold fire until you're certain. Check your windage. Take care.
Oh my. Really? Okay.
An ominous cloud covered the sun, and a slightly cold and strong wind was blowing. When will we have your answer?
I hear the higher-ups are already rearranging matters with the families on the American mainland. It may have only been half, but they've gotten $50 million in cash. Things should move on to concrete action now.
Listen up, Butler. We've shown our sincerity, so you'd better return it with your own sincerity. If you give us anything else, I'll give it right back to you. Make sure you don't forget that.
Don't threaten me. I'm just the underling on translation duty, right?
Welcome back, Caleb. How was it?
We're waiting to see how they move.
Isn't there a Japanese proverb about good news coming to those who sleep on it?
Do you realize how hard Caleb worked to amass that 100 million? If you don't respond in kind, I'll feed you a sandwich made from your own sliced-up nose.
Dang! It sure sucks to be the translator. Everyone hates you and your monthly salary doesn't go up at all.
Those people don't think of us as rank-and-file soldiers as anything more than dogs. However, Butler, if the deal goes well, I'll have to thank you. When that happens, I'll let bygones be bygones and we'll be friends.
Can we become friends?
We can. I'll give you some delicious drink when we do.
Caleb held out his right hand to Butler for a handshake. At that moment, the wind suddenly died. Butler took off his glove to respond with a handshake. That glove slipped from his hand and fell.
Oh!
Whoops. My apologies. Butler crouched down to pick up the glove he'd dropped. The crisp sound of gunfire pierced the air. Oh my god. Oh.
Hey, Caleb?
As time froze, Caleb slowly spun and fell. Miguel reached his hand out towards him, but it didn't reach Caleb's hand. Another assassin's bullet shot forward, piercing a flag in the roof of the car. Frozen's time was smashed open, and Caleb's large body fell to the asphalt.
Caleb! Caleb!
Get in the car, Miguel! It's a sniper!
Were you hit? Are you okay?
Stop talking like a coward! Is it a scratch, fool?
Damn it! What are they shooting from? Are you kidding me?
Captain, are you alright?
Don't worry about me. The sniper's probably up on that roof. Capture him! Somebody else? Wait, wait, huh?
Yes, sir.
American troops blew their whistles and began running frantically. Caleb swayed, but Miguel pulled his hand and he tumbled into the car.
Caleb, quickly!
Damn it! Go on ahead. It's a hitman. Looks like you've made too many enemies, Caleb. So long, Butler. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Stop the car, quickly!
I am very confused right now. Without even waiting for the door to close, the door holding Caleb dashed off, leaving a trail of white smoke.
Blood, you're bleeding.
Fool. You think I'd keel over and die from something like this?
The first shot had scratched his shoulder, apparently digging a hole in his flesh. Blood spurted out, and though he acted tough, his face was twisted in pain. I am very confused right now.
Who on earth did this? Another traitor in the family?
How could it be Chinatown's doing?
True. They're the only ones I can think of capable of doing something like this. If we joined up the occupying forces, they would completely lose their advantage in City 23, after all.
Wait. Don't jump to that conclusion. It may have been Li Meiju, or a traitor who took action. However, regardless of who did it, there's only one person who could be behind them.
Madame Rose.
Rose is in touch with Li Meiju. Butler also used to be Rose's backer. Richard got away with a large sum of money. Should be easy for him to buy people and create traitors. Wouldn't be impossible to use stacks of bills to cut away the bosses who've lost respect to me.
True enough.
Chinatown, the occupying forces, and traitors. She's the only figurehead that can bring all my enemies together.
Damn you, Rose.
This is what I get for letting her go free.
Anyway, let's find some safe place to hide. Some of the other bosses don't know about.
Understood.
Well, I certainly didn't see that coming. Looks like we failed to finish him off. It's a darn shame. What happened to the machine gun team? I believe I told you to get them ready, didn't I?
Well, the MPs thought their car was suspicious.
Originally, 2 teams had been planned for this mission to assassinate Caleb. Ah, I see. Now I get it. He was just play acting. A sniper team on the roof. And a machine gun team in a car, in case the first group failed. However, just before the plan was carried out, the MPs guarding the entrance to the headquarters thought that the machine gun team's car looked suspicious, so they ordered them to leave. Of course, Butler's assassination squad was operating behind the scenes. The MPs guarding the door obviously didn't know about the plan. That man has the luck of the devil. We screwed up, but he didn't realize we were behind it, so we're safe. We'll have more chances to assassinate him. Well, before that, I'll have to go play with those greedy geezers. Oh, speak of the devil. The phone rang out noisily. Butler threw his feet up onto the desk and stretched, leaving the phone be for the time being. Okay. I guess it makes sense that they were going to perform an assassination. Okay. Ugh. Black cars from the Caleb family raced through the city. Although it certainly paints the Americans as bad, which, you know what? It actually makes sense to me. Bundles of paper were thrown out the window, scattering all over the city. A dreary wind blew them about the feet of the hesitant city dwellers. They were mimeograph printed leaflets. Mimeograph? What's a mimeograph? With something written on them. Seeking contact with Rose. We should talk about Wayne and Claudia. Oh. Oh, hey! Nice shot, Rose.
I've gotten a lot better at hitting what I'm aiming at.
Hey, that's good. Right now, how many rounds do you have left?
Huh?
So close. If you could have answered that immediately, you'd have graduated past the beginner level. It was still unknown whether this would be effective in a real battle. However, Rose's skill with the gun was increasing in leaps and bounds. That's good. She'll be able to protect herself. That was clear to everyone watching. Wait, they were all watching?
That's a training instructor for you. You teach good.
Maybe making it up on your own maybe making it up on your own isn't enough. I'll have Leo teach me how to shoot too.
Sure, I'll always welcome girls as pupils.
Well, I think it's important to get ahead in the world in a way that doesn't involve shooting guns.
Unfortunately, we've already failed to get ahead in the world that way.
True enough.
Protect yourself by your own hands. I feel that this is a form of etiquette, as normal to carry around with you as a handkerchief.
Etiquette sure is gun scary these days.
I think the age where women gain the favor of men by acting weak is over.
You said it.
Women have to get stronger. Women can't survive by hiding behind someone and grabbing onto their legs anymore.
Hey! Good on you, Rose.
I've been thinking that for a while now.
Women have to get stronger in the future. Women are strong.
My. It seems the Yamato Nadeshiko will be extinct before long.
Women are using guns and men are getting good at serving tea. End of the world, you think?
Hey, I'm good at cooking and embroidery too. Making tea isn't my only talent.
Well, everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. Pardon me for my intrusion.
Meiju-san.
Why don't you join us? I'd like to have a look at your skill with a gun.
Meiju-san's a first-class shooter too, you know.
That was a long time ago. These days I can hardly hold anything heavier than chopsticks.
What's wrong? Do you have something for us?
Madam Rose, there's something I would like to talk to you about up top.
Oh? What could it be?
Leo tried to go with her, but Meiju stopped him with his palm. Am I in the way? I would like to speak with Rose-san alone.
Oh, dear. This is...
They've been scattered throughout the city. Rose's eyes dug into the leaflet, her fists shaking. She had never forgotten that Wayne and Claudia had been taken hostage, not for a moment. Seeking contact. They're telling you to call the number written there.
Would you mind if I borrow your phone?
Go ahead. Meiju lifted up the receiver and handed it to Rose. Rose gulped, lifted up her head, and took the receiver. Then she dialed the number on the leaflet. Oh dear.
Hello?
Who is it?
Rose Hayabara. You said you wanted me to contact you.
So, I finally get to hear your voice.
Oh! You really did it the other day. Should we take that as a declaration of war? I don't know what you're talking about. How long are you going to play dumb? Well, enough of that. Listen carefully to what I'm about to say. If you don't, something terrible will happen to Wayne and Claudia. You understand, right? Are the two of them all right? It's up to you whether they come out of this all right or not, isn't it? I understand. So, what should I do? At 10 tonight, come alone to Pier number 7 in the Harbor District.
She looked at a clock on Meiju's desk. It was about an hour before 10.
If I do that, will you let them go? Ask Caleb that. I can't make any promises. 10 tonight it is then. I understand. And again, come alone, okay? Any little tricks won't do the hostages any good, see? I understand. Well then, I passed on the message. It'll be tonight. You said I should ask Caleb-san if he'll let them go or not. Will you let me meet with Caleb-san? If you really do come alone, I imagine Caleb will at least listen to what you have to say. Of course, if you have a problem with that, you don't have to come. I will definitely come alone. Please tell Caleb-san that. I like your resolve. Well then, bye-bye.
When she set the receiver down, Meiju took a map out of a drawer and laid it out. Pier number 7 would be... here.
What kind of place is it?
It is positioned in the deepest part of the Caleb family's base area. A dangerous place where even Chinatown cannot enter easily. It was the place that they had called her out to. She didn't need anyone to tell her that it would be a dangerous location.
This is a trap.
I don't need you to tell me that. However, I cannot abandon Wayne Kun and Claudia to die.
What do you plan to do?
Bitch, I'll kill him myself. I think I'll obey him and come alone.
Oh. It will be dangerous. I cannot guarantee that you will survive.
I'm fully aware of that. However, those two were captured for my sake. I have to boldly take responsibility for that.
The Caleb family is breaking apart at the seams. It seems he pushed too hard, and a lot of discontent and dissatisfaction has built up among his high-ranking subordinates. That is being held together by the force of Caleb-san's personal power. If Caleb-san were to die, the Caleb family could not avoid crumbling.
What do you mean by that?
I want you to kill him. There is a rumor that Caleb-san has gone into hiding to guard against assassination. I'm merely saying that I doubt a bit whether he will really meet with you or not.
No. I'm sure Caleb's son will meet with me.
Even Rose knew well that Caleb was a violent, pushy person. However, she had felt that he also had a side of him that was honest to a fault. Even if she did end up dead, he would at least let her talk with him. Even if she did end up dead. Even Rose is a lady of the evening. She had a knack for sensing danger. This invitation was a death trap. If she went, she would certainly be killed. Rose-san, I know well that you are not a woman who could let those two people die to preserve your own life.
That's right. I couldn't bear to survive by letting someone else die.
Even so, will you go?
Yes. I swore to protect my friends and countrymen. If I leave those two to die, I'll basically be breaking my own oath. I have to take responsibility for the ideals I've raised as a dragon.
There is no guarantee that they will keep their promise.
That's right. So, I will put my life on the line and take responsibility in one more way.
And what would that be? Rose didn't say it out loud, but Meiju knew. He knew that she had one last thing she wanted to accomplish before abandoning her own life.
If the Caleb family just loses Caleb-san, it will crumble.
Oh!
You just said so yourself, Meiju-san. There were always a lot of bad people in City 23. However, until Caleb-san appeared, everyone was able to get by.
Ah, true enough. If Caleb-san were to disappear, then it would become a chance for Harmony to return to City 23.
In that case, this is a fitting way for me to take responsibility for helping to bring the situation about. You said so yourself, Meiju-san, that you would like us to take bold responsibility for the ideals we have announced as dragons. And you also taught us that we mustn't become pigs. We have to have a dragon's resolve to fix this broken world. Caleb-san also had a mission to fix the world. However, his way of doing things wasn't right. Yeah. If I have a chance to correct that, then I must become a dragon.
Madam Rose, just now, you became a dragon. To tell the truth, I'd planned to keep you here and use you as a trump card of sorts. However, you are now a dragon who has received a heavenly mission. One such as myself could not hope to stop you once you've made up your mind.
Well, at least you were honest with me.
Meiju took something out of his desk drawer and set a metal object on the table with a thunk. It was a gun. You already know how to use one of these, correct?
Yes.
The harbor district is on the far corner of City 23 from Chinatown. It is nearly 10 already. You should probably hurry.
Meiju called for one of his underlings in Chinese and ordered him to get a car ready.
Thank you for your help, Meiju-san. No matter what happens to me, please take care of Richard-kun and the others.
Ah, of course. You need not worry.
I'll be going now.
Oh, that is right. Wait there, Rose-san. Take this with you.
Oh, what's this? Is it a ring?
You might call it a protective charm.
As he said this, he took Rose's hand and put the ring on her finger. It was a dull, gold-colored ring with an oriental design on it. However, the moment she felt it go around her finger, Rose sensed that it wasn't an ordinary ring.
This ring?
It is a protective charm. If you twist this bit, a needle comes out.
When he twisted a part of the ring, a small thorn appeared towards the palm side.
It is an injection needle. If you extend the needle and hit a foe, poison will be poured into them. A powerful poison with no antidote, passed down through the generations of my people.
Wow! Thanks!
Anyone who is pierced will surely fall unconscious at once and die. It is possible that your gun will be taken from you. This device can only be used once, but perhaps you should carry it for personal defense.
If she was only given a chance to shake Caleb's hand.
Furthermore, on the off chance something happens that would bring shame to your body, you only have to pierce yourself with it.
Thank you very much, Meiju-san. I'm so glad you told me about dragons. I was sure I'd die someday. But thanks to you, I was able to find a way to die with meaning. To see my sense of justice through until the end. I will go.
Madam Rose, if you can, please come back alive. You are indeed a person worthy of respect.
Wow. Thanks, Meiju. Rose bowed once more, then left at a quick pace. Eventually, she got into a car in the garage and raced down the street to the south. Meiju watched this through the blinds.
Rose has departed. Well done. Now it seems we can do nothing but wait for good news.
Still, I guess that's the boss for you. To think that you could change that impatient little girl into a killer in such a short time.
As Rose drove the car quickly, the night's darkness and streetlights each shone down upon her face in the turn. Though her eyes were still Rose's eyes, something was different. Rose kept on whispering something in a small voice.
Have to become a dragon.
Her appearance was clearly different from her normal one.
I have to become a dragon.
Oh boy. Lee Meiju was a formidable hitman and a ruthless strategist. However, neither of these was his most fearsome ability. What made him truly fearsome was his conversation technique known as the dragon's tongue. It was a technique for influencing a person's thoughts, to lure them into your plan as though they had thought of it themselves.
Ah! You're a sneaky boy.
Meiju had talked to Rose about dragons several times. The people around, even Rose herself, probably thought of this as nothing more than a fable. That was wrong. Bit by bit, without Rose even noticing it, the words coming from his dragon's tongue had been eating into Rose. Then by putting together several words and conditions, he would be able to set her up as a dragon at any time. All that talk about dragons had been a dead-laid toxin planted in Rose's heart so he could control her whenever he wanted. With Caleb gone underground in fear of assassinations, no one would be able to approach him except Rose. Lee had spent all that time until today to set Rose up as the ideal assassin. Truth be told, he had wanted to hide her a little longer as a trump card. However, now that he knew the tight security would make assassinating the hostages impossible, it was the perfect time to carry out the plan. Oh, Meiju, you sneaky antagonist.
There are 3 levels of killers. The lowest quality killer comes from those who are anxious to do great deeds. The next lowest quality killer comes from those who are cautious.
And the most effective killers come from those who are not overly concerned with preservation of their own lives.
Do you think Rose can kill Caleb?
That? I don't know. If she succeeds, that would be extremely fortunate. If she fails, it'll stir up a battle of revenge, and we can have Richard and the others become the next assassins. Stella and Meryl have a nature that's easily swayed by emotion. It'll be easy to have them dancing on the tip of my tongue.
That's the boss for you. How fearsome.
If it truly is fated for Madame Rose to become a dragon, then she will surely come back alive. Will she come back alive? That is something that God only knows, as they say. Let us wait at the peak of Longmen Dragon's Gate Mountains, waiting for her to climb up the waterfall. Will you end your story as a piece upon my board, or as a dragon? Madame Rose? This is certainly no mere scheme of mine. It's a trial that you must pass through.
Damn.
I thought Rose was with you. Ah, she said she wanted to be alone, so I let her sleep.
Liar!
We talked about what ought to be done next, but the conversation became a bit of a burden for her. Which room is Rose in? Ah, it is her wish that she be left alone for a while. At any rate, how about a drink? I brought some delicious Chinese alcohol.
Small Rock Chinatown was at the northern tip of City 23. Pier 7, on the other hand, was at the southern tip of the city. Rose's car dashed through a sea of illumination, weaving through lines of traffic.
Protecting a person means taking the lead before anyone else and getting your hands dirty. I have to get my hands dirty. I have to get my hands dirty before anyone else does.
What a dirty trick!
I'm sure Rose will go to the harbor alone.
The point of the plan is to have her do that, then boil or cook her as they see fit. It might be time for even Rose to pay the piper now. What are you all planning to do to Rose-san? Who knows? There aren't any fools out there who'd take the trouble of setting a rat free after catching it in a rat trap. You would either keep it as a pet in a cage until it dies or drown it in water to kill it.
Rose isn't the sort of person to submit to any kind of threat.
Then she'll surely be killed. That girl happened to be lucky at odd times, but perhaps even that luck has run out. I am going to rip your neck off. Oh, what a scary expression. Don't worry, though, since today will be the last time you have to see my face. Things have gotten disturbing lately, so I've decided to leave the house. I'll give this house to you two. Use it as you see fit. However, never forget the crowd of thugs keeping a lookout outside. I could slip out of a place like this in a minute. Be my guest? If you can, that is.
Madam, your car has arrived.
Ah, thank you. So long, you two. See you again someday.
Amanda took her guards and left. Outside the window, they could see a line of cars filled with guards. Amanda got in and they raced off into the distance.
Damn it! 10 at Pier 7, she said. If Rose-san really has been hiding in Chinatown, she must be on her way to the pier by now.
I knew it.
Knew what?
Look, the lookouts are all gone.
What? When he looked out the window, he couldn't see any of the lookout thugs or their cars. His first thought was that this was crazy, so he circled around and opened the front door to find that there was no one to be... Amanda?! Normally the corridor outside the door should be filled with thug guards wandering around. What's going on?
Let's go, Wayne-san. Now's our only chance. We can't waste this chance Amanda-san's given us.
Hey! What the hell is this?
Thank you, Amanda. I'm sorry I was being mean about that. Okay, I'm sorry. You really did a good job playing the villain.
The guards that used to be there in great numbers all the time were absolutely nowhere to be seen. Wayne advanced conscious of his surroundings, still unable to shake his prudence, but Claudia ran openly. In front of the apartment building sat an abandoned car with a key in the ignition. There was no doubting it now. Amanda was trying to help the two of them escape. What the hell? Is this some kind of trap?
I told you, didn't I? Amanda-san isn't our enemy. Caleb's son was almost assassinated, and they've even had traitors appearing in their upper ranks. Amanda-san has decided that the Caleb family doesn't have much time left.
True enough, Amanda had pretended to grumble and told him about Caleb almost being assassinated, as well as the fact that traitors had appeared. However, she never said a word about the Caleb family not having much time left. Still, Wayne accepted it. It was that keen perspicacity, shared only by ladies of the evening. That intuition, something that surpassed a man's understanding. The intuition that made Amanda had built up after making it through all sorts of conflicts had predicted the Caleb family's collapse. And without any words, Claudia had picked up on the same thing. My God, women are scary, aren't they?
If the Caleb family is a single body, then Rose is a thorn in their side. To them, she must be captured immediately, for Primavera's own sake. However, if the Caleb family falls, Rose will become necessary again. That's why Amanda-san let us go. To save Rose. To save Primavera.
I'm dumb. I can't understand a thing you clever women think. But there's just one thing I can't understand. Rose-san is in danger, and we're the only ones who can save her. There was even a gun waiting for them in the car. With this much prepared for them, it was clear what Amanda had wanted them to do. Pier 7 was close, and so was 10. Wayne pushed harder and harder on the accelerator. Claudia could only pray for her best friend's safety and luck. Again, thank you, Amanda. I'm sorry that I thought of you that way. Okay. This is probably a terrible thing for me to do, but I am gonna have to go ahead and end it here just for the moment. I really do not think I even have time to go further right now. Not with the, I think I've already made this. I worked a pretty long day, and also my throat is currently trying to murder me right now. I have this feeling that the next episode is going to be a pretty hellish one, and I need to be emotionally prepared for what's probably going to happen. So, instead of being exhausted, I want to try to aim at this with a, be fully ready. Okay, so I need to kind of go over what just happened. They brought half of the money, and Butler and the occupying forces attempted to have Caleb assassinated, but the assassination failed. However, Caleb still thinks that the occupying forces are working for them. Okay, there's that. That just kind of shows the Americans being, well, American. Yeah, I'm a self-hating American, so what? But, let's see. Also, Amanda? Thank you! Amanda really was just doing a good job playing the villain. Or who knows, maybe this is all still part of her master plan, but, her actions are, helping, which is great. She basically let, not to mention, there was a bunch of guards, right? That means that she had successfully convinced all of them to leave with her, which only means that either this is part of a gigantic plan that Caleb has to get rid of the entire competition, or this was really Amanda and the people that were traitors that just left. Then again, both ideas are plausible. And Meiju is just being Meiju. He's not really to be trusted. But congratulations, you basically made Rose, you turned her into a dragon, I guess. Now that I know what the idea of the dragon's tongue is. Because hell, I even fell for it. Damn. Meiju, you're smart. Kind of tells me that you're probably going to be another major villain once Caleb's gone. If Caleb's gone. At least that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting right now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for the shortness of this video, but I'm tired. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video to what was probably going to be a hell of a showdown. Hello there everybody, Sabato92 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.